Hello, everybody. It's Big Al with some content for Lord of the Rings Rise to War. I am coming to you from the Forgotten account, and I'm going to do a quick season update. So, I have been a little bit absent from this account this season because the season kind of ended early, very early, was kind of dominated. And it's not saying any other teams were weak or anything like that. We just had the numbers, we had the right movements. It just is what it is. And let's see what day we're on. I think we're on around day 37, 38, 37. So, hoping we get the cutoff very soon. But it's unlikely because the devs are horrible at their jobs. They don't pay attention to the servers the way that they should and see that it is obviously over. So let's go to the map. Okay, we are Gondor, land of the five streams. As you can see, we own ourselves half of the map. We have the middle, some to the side, we have some over here. We were allied with Rohan. We came over this way to help them fight against Lindon and Angmar. We fought Lothlorien and Erebor. We just had the numbers. We overpowered Erebor very early, so a lot of them got pushed back and activity wasn't there. Lothlorien, once we took care of Erebor, we focused on Lothlorien, and same thing happened to where we pushed them back. There was nothing they could really do about it. We just had the numbers and were overpowering. Mordor has pretty much stayed in their corner. As you can see, we have access to their lands, but as long as they stayed out of our way, we stayed out of theirs. So they did move up here a little bit, and they've done some PvP with Ruin, with us, with Erebor. I think they wanted to fight Erebor a little bit, so that's what they did. Rohan is up here fighting Angmar. There's a couple pins, and it's mostly PvP. I mean, there is some fighting going on, but nothing that's going to make a difference. It's mostly just passing the time, having fun. I mean, there's no reason to bully anybody. I'm just showing some of the pins around, the red pins around the areas. Okay. As you can see, yeah, there are some red pins, but they are relatively small. We took Dol Guldur. I want to say it's been over a week since we took that. Like I said, there's not really much to say on this one. I'll go through the leaderboards. Bowser's the number one farmer in Middle Earth. Jaruk Killer came in second. Somebody from Ting and Bend, FK it. And then there's some more from Dome. And it's a lot has to do with just we own more lands. We pushed people out. We took their resources, which in turn also gave us more resources. In merit, Lord Biggest is the king of merit for this server. So good job, Lord Biggest. He was definitely the biggest kraken on the server, and he did very well. He made sure to position himself to get in a lot of fights. So I'll scroll down so you can see some of the names. As you can see, Mikasa's definitely a well-known name. We go to fellowships, and as you see, the Gondor King fellowships are 1, 2, and 4. Rohan is third. Again, they have fought a lot this season. They got pushed a little bit by Lyndon, and we came over and helped to relieve a little bit of pressure. Ting mostly went over there to fight them. So that worked out. You got Erebor in 5th and 9th, Mordor in 6th, with Lorien in 7th and 10th, Linden in 8th and 12th. So it's good that there was some fighting early on. It's a shame that it ended as quickly as it did. That's not where I want to go. Faction points, and like I said, I was very absent this season because of just how the season went. I went on vacation for a little bit, and I had 3 accounts going in 3 different servers. I will never do that again. I'm okay with doing 2 servers. 3 accounts wasn't hard if I wasn't in 3 different servers, because you have to remember which tasks are for which account, everything like that. And yeah, I won't do that again. So commanders, it's going to be Lord Biggest was the first one to level 50 with 3 of his. You got the Chinese guy from Rebo was the second one. And as you can see, it's mostly the usual. Danes, Gills, Bjorns, some Gimlis, Gandalf the White. I was surprised to see this Elrond, which is a very nice Elrond, I might say. And it's nice to see something different. Somebody using a Galadriel, not bad. Let's find something else different. We have a Thandril. Wow. Okay. Not the best, but definitely this person fought a lot and made sure that they were fighting to be able to get that Thandril up to 50. Círdan, okay, not bad. Used as a tank. Has the different healing skills. And then has the attack of the elf units. Okay, that makes sense because they had, let's see, it looks like Gil, Thandril, Elrond, and Círdan. That's not a bad army. I actually had thought about doing something like this at the beginning of last season. Was talking to King Under the Mountain about it. I believe it was King I was talking about. So we'll get out of there. So, yep, that's the season of the Forgotten Account for Dome in a nutshell. Nice, short, and sweet. Anybody from the server wants help with their gear or formations, please reach out. I will help anyone, friend or foe. I didn't care if we're at the beginning of the server, end of the server, bag end. Have no problem. Just reach out to me and I will help you. Okay? I wish I had more to share with you on this one, but like I said, it was over fairly quickly. I want to say it was obvious around day 24, 25. So, as always, make the most out of what you